Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well, that you're all safe and sound at home. My name is Marie-Noël. I'm from Montreal in the French market, so you might recognize a little accent. So I've been part of ASEAN for the last 6 years. I know most of you don't know me. I'm an RD here in Montreal, and I also have an RVP position with my husband, Alex Baudry. So today we're here because I'm gonna explain to you how to activate a lot of TELUS customers, because I'm a pro with services apparently. So I'm the one in charge of giving you the training. I don't know why, but I don't see the chat right now. So if you have questions, because I'm sure you're going to have questions probably, and it's totally normal, you can send me a message on Facebook, and it will be my pleasure to help you with any question you could have on TELUS. So what I'll do, I don't know if you guys know, you probably know because we received an email about that, but you can do a training on TELUS on your ASEAN Compass app. So what I did, I basically just took the pictures that are in the training, because I know some of you had some issues to get connected on the app. So I took the pictures over there and I put them all in a keynote presentation, and that's what I'm going to show you. So I'm not inventing anything. I'm just sharing with you the information about TELUS. So what I'm going to do, I'll start the presentation. There it is. So first thing you have to know, this is not everybody that can become a customer with TELUS. If you are already with TELUS, either Kudo or Public Mobile, you cannot order a cell phone with TELUS because it's all sisters company. Okay, so it's only new customers that are eligible to order a cell phone with TELUS. You're going to be able to order either new phones or bring your own device. So as you can see, the prepaid plans and current TELUS customers cannot become customers with you. Okay, so that's very important. Don't panic if you are already with TELUS or with Kudo. What you can do is you can transfer with another provider for at least 3 months, and then you're going to be able to come back to TELUS so you get the points. Because if you're already with TELUS, you're not going to get paid and you're not going to get points. Actually, you're not even going to be able to make an order if you're already with TELUS. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to let you know. Second thing, it's about the compensation plan. You're going to get 2 points for every single line that you order. Every line counts for one service. Okay, so let's say you order 3 cell phones on the same bill, it's going to count as 3 services, so you would get 6 points. Okay, just to make it clear. So for the bonuses, let's say if you order 3 cell phone, you're going to get a check of $75 because it counts as 3 separate services. For the billing, it's $20 revenue per month per cell phone. And you can go up to 9 lines per account, which means when you do an order, you can order up to 9 lines on the same bill. Okay, let's get into the fun stuff. There's 2 things you can do. You can bring, like I said earlier, you can either order a new device or you can bring your own device. We are blessed to be with TELUS because they offer all the companies, all the cell phones, and you get all the deals that TELUS offer, because you're gonna see in a short while, I'll show you how to make an order. You're going to see that we have exactly the same promotion. It's actually exactly the same website as TELUS. Okay, so you have the list of all the devices that we offer through our website. So you can find all of that on your ASEAN personal website. I'll explain this to you a little bit later. Okay, so let's say first example that we're going to do together is for someone who wants a new device. You know, before, the price of the cell phone was included in the price. Let's say you were receiving your bill and you were paying, I don't know, $70 for your plan, and that was included a specific amount for your cell phone. now it's two separate things. Okay, so I really want you to understand that it's very, very, very important, because the first thing you're going to do is decide with the customer if he wants a new cell phone or if he wants to bring his cell phone. If he wants a new cell phone, I'll show you. There are different ways how he can pay his phone. He can bring it back to TELUS after 2 years, so you'll see. Or if he chooses to go with the bring your own device option, either he will not have obviously to pay a certain amount for his cell phone. Okay, so first thing, we choose the new device. TELUS offer, it's called TELUS Easy Payments. Most of their phone, you can get them for $0 upfront, and it says up to 24 months, because the new way of selling cell phone, it's like a renting, if you'd like. Okay, so let's say you go to a car dealership and you rent a car for 2 years. Obviously, after 2 years, you have to bring back the car. Okay, so it's the same thing with TELUS. They call it bring it back. And I'm going to give you an example. So it's called bring it back. So at first, if you give $0, you'll have to bring back your cell phone after 2 years, and it has to be in a good condition. So how to bring device back, I'll show you on my website. It's way easier to understand with a website instead of a PowerPoint like that. So they offer that option with new devices. And why a person would choose that over paying all of the cell phone, it's only because it's cheap, a little bit cheaper per month when you choose the option to bring it back. Okay, for some cell phones that are pretty expensive, for me, 2,000 for a cell phone, it's pretty expensive. I mean, it's only a cell phone. So when you choose the bring back option, you'll see there's a huge difference. So we have an example here. So the bring it back option, as you can see, look on the left side. If you choose that option, you give $0 the first time. They give the example with the iPhone something. I don't know which one is this one, because there are so many cell phones nowadays. So if you decide to give $0 upfront per month, that person or you would have to pay $32.21 per month only for the cell phone. After we're gonna see the plan. Okay, so remember, the cell phone is separate from the plan. Okay, if you decide to pay, let's say, $250 upfront, that would lower your monthly payment for the cell phone, so it would be 21 instead of 32. If the person doesn't want to bring the cell phone back after the 24 months, it's totally possible. But as you can see on the right side of the screen, that would be a little bit higher, the monthly payment. So instead of 32, if the person doesn't want to pay anything today, his monthly payment would be $41.79 only for the cell phone. Okay, so it's a think twice maybe. There are many options that are offered. I'll show you on your website in a little while. Second option that you can choose, if the person doesn't want a new phone because it adds up, let's be honest, when you buy a new phone, you have to pay for that phone. So if the person wants a lower monthly payment, it's better if that person bring his or her own device. Okay, so you have that option. I want to mention something, because some people, sometimes they're going to tell you, I'm under a contract, so I cannot order a cell phone with you. Don't panic with that option too, because when somebody is still under a contract, it's not that it's a contract, it's that he didn't finish paying the balance on his cell phone. Oh, I have to wait a second, apparently.
You have to let people in. There's a lot of people
How?
Yeah, hold on. You just get on Zoom.
Fais stop sharing.
Gotcha. each person?
I have to let people in, apparently. Just give me a second to figure out. Just give my husband a second to figure out how to let people in. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to let people in and I didn't know I had to do that. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's get back to business. My husband will take care of that. Okay, so let me share the screen again. Share. Okay, so we were at the option of bring your own device. Okay, so like I told you, the first option is to buy a new cell phone. Second option is to bring your own device when you want to lower the monthly payment. There are many options in the plan. I'll go through them with you when we're gonna be on my website. So what I'll do now is go on my website. So obviously you would go on your website and not mine. Okay, so mine is mncampion.acnibo.com. You have to click on services, wireless. Make sure you are, I'll show you in a little while because mine, it's gonna give us the Quebec prices. If you're in Ontario, make sure you're in Ontario. And you can see that on the top screen, right corner for you. Okay, so mine right now is Quebec. So I will choose, I'll let it Quebec, okay, but don't note the prices because we don't have the same prices in every province. Okay, so that's very important. I know in Ontario it's a little bit higher than us, so don't try to remember all the prices. Go on your website to really know the real prices, okay, because it changes with the province. Okay, so as soon as you click on wireless, you click on shop now, you see this. So these are the information of your customer that you have to write there. Okay, so let's say I'm the customer because I really want you to see the full process. I would write my information. Please don't send me 1,000 email. So you write the phone number. And don't forget, it's supposed to write automatically, but most of the time it doesn't write automatically. So don't forget to write your IBO number or else your order is going to be lost somewhere in this space. Okay, so write down your IBO number. You don't have to change the promo code. Actually, you cannot even click in the promo code section. So you leave it that way and you click on submit. After that, next step, now I already see a validation code because I already put in my email. But when it's going to be a new customer, the customer will receive an email that I'll show you what the email looks like. I just did it. I allowed it to people. Okay, I'm looking for an email and my husband is telling me to put in people. Okay, no, I cannot deal with that. Pas de réception. Okay, sorry. Okay, so this is the email that a customer would get that looks like that. So the customer received an exclusive deal just for you. You have to click on get my offer. This is a random customer, so I'm not going to click on that, but as soon as the customer will click on that, he will arrive on the page that I just showed you. Okay, so the customer arrived here. Then you click on shop now to see all the offers. This is what you see. This is exactly the same website as TELUS. So make sure that you click on the link, because people could be mixed up if they don't click on that link. So like I told you, the first step is to choose if the person wants a new cell phone or if he wants to bring his or her own device. Okay, so this is exactly what you're going to see when you get on the page. So you see all the smartphones. We have Samsung, Apple, Google, I'll do an example with you for a new cell phone, okay? Because bring your own device is pretty easy. So let's say the person wants a new iPhone. So I want the new iPhone 11 Pro Max, that offers the bring it back option. It's not all the cell phones that offer the bring back option, but most of them do, so you don't really have to look for that. So I clicked on the cell phone. I choose the memory that I want. I choose the color that I want. And after that, I go down, and this is where you choose the payment option. Okay, so me, I want the bring it back option. So it's already, I don't know how to say this, checked, I guess. So it's already checked. So as you can see, I can give $0 upfront, and it's gonna give me, I would have to pay $46 per month for my cell phone. If I don't want the bring back option, you have to uncheck this. And as you can see, the prices go up monthly. Okay, so instead, I don't even remember how much was it. It was 46. So instead of 46, I would have to pay $64 per month if I don't bring back my phone after 2 years. Okay, so make sure to talk with your customer what he wants. Okay, so in this example, I will bring it back. I don't want to pay anything today, so it's $0 today. You go down, you scroll down, and then you choose the plan for your customer. There are different options. Personally, I think the best one is peace of mind, because it's unlimited data. The person never have to think about is consumption of internet. I'm so sorry, guys, if I look out of breath. It's because I'm pregnant, and I'm 8 months pregnant, so I'm pretty big. And the baby's pushing my lunch, so sorry about that. So in the peace of mind plans, there are a couple of plans that are offered. We have 4 different ones, and right now there's a promotion on the first one, on the peace of mind, $65. That's, I remind you, it's the price in Quebec. In Ontario, I know it's 75. Okay, so the first one, it's usually 10 gigabytes for $65, but now there's a promotion. They give more gigs for exactly the same price. Peace of mind, what it is, okay? They call it unlimited internet, which means that the customer will never get charged if he goes over the 15 gigabytes. What will happen is, after they consume the 15 the specific data that they choose, the speed of the internet will go down a little bit. You're still going to be able to go on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, everything. It's just that it's going to be a little slower. Okay, so this is the peace of mind plan. You also have a plan called Simple Share. Simple Share is for families, usually. Okay, so if you choose one plan in this and you want to share the data with someone else, the other person must take a plan in this too. Okay, so in the Simple Share, a lot of people ask me if you could choose, let's say, I don't know, the 50 gigabytes. Okay, so a lot of people ask me that, if they could choose the 50 gigabytes and after that choose only the talk and text plan. Okay, no, you cannot do that. everybody want to share their data together, they all need a plan in the simple share section. Okay, I just want to make it clear with everybody. And as soon as you're gonna put couple of clients together, I think I put a slide on this, but I want to mention it. When you put 2 cell phones on the same bill, it's $5 off per cell phone. When you go to 3 cell phones, it's $10 off per line, and when you go to 4 cell phones, it's $15 off per line. So it's pretty interesting to put a couple of cell phones on the same bill, because they give pretty good deals on that. Okay, so this was the simple share section. You also have Canada, US plans, obviously, for people who travel a lot. You have that. And just so you know, there's also a plan that's only talk and text, but it's not offered with all the cell phones. Okay, so right now I chose a iPhone 11, whatever. So I don't see that option, but with another cell phone, you would see it, or let's say you choose bring your own device, you would see it here. Okay, so beside Canada and US plan, you would see text and talk only. You cannot share the data from simple share with text and talk only, because the plan says it's only for talk and text. So in that example, I want a peace of mind, 65 gigs, $65, sorry, for 15 gigs. And after that, my speed will be a little bit slower. You can decide to add the Apple Care if you want to. It's $14 in that case. It's not always the same price. It depends of the cell phone. It depends of the company too. Samsung also offer the same deal, the same protection if you'd like. Please agree to one of the following. So I've read it, understood. You have to click that. It basically says that after the 24 months, you have to bring the cell phone in a good condition. Obviously, you don't bring back a cell phone that's all broken and doesn't work anymore. And if the cell phone doesn't work, if it's broken, if there's something broken on the cell phone, the customer would have to pay a certain price. Maybe it's not the full price he would have to pay, but of course, if the cell phone is broken, the person will have a penalty when he will bring back the cell phone. After that, when you go down, you have a summary. You remember to click add to cart, because right now I just chose what I wanted, but there's nothing in my cart. So I click add to cart. And this is what you're gonna see. Just wait for the little line, your item has been added. Now you will click on checkout. If you'd like to add another line, you would just have to go a little bit down, and there's an option, go back to the catalog, and you start all over again. You choose if you want a phone, if you want to bring your own device, then you choose the plan, add to cart, and at the end, you arrive to this. Okay, so we have a summary again. As you can see, the usual price for the iPhone 11 is $1,500. So because I chose the option to bring it back, I have a discount of $450. So I'm not paying the entire phone. I'm paying only $1,100 for the phone. Okay, so that's why it's a little bit cheaper per month. And I see my plan, I chose 65, perfect. Today, as you can see, I have to pay $232. Why? What is that? The thing is, there's a new rule, a new law that they started, I think, in last October. You have to pay the taxes of the phone. Okay, so I have to pay the taxes on the 1100. That's the only thing I have to pay today. So that's why it comes up to 200. So every single month when you receive your bill, you only pay taxes on your plan and not on your phone, because you already paid the taxes at the beginning. You click checkout. Just give me a second. Okay, as soon as you click checkout, this is what you're gonna see. Don't forget, these are the customer information. So you write down the first name, last name, the address. The address that you write down here must match the credit card that you're going to put at the end. If it doesn't match, your order won't process. It's going to tell you that, oh, we're missing information, or it doesn't work, whatever. So just to make sure, and it's the first step, and you're not going to be able to come back. If you click back, you're going to have to start all over again the process. Okay, so put the right address, the same address that the credit card is registered. Okay, so I'll go back in my presentation because I don't want to give you all my personal information, but here are the information that you're going to need for the order. Okay, so I already showed you that. These are the information. Okay, so billing and shipping address, contact information. This is just the email and phone number of the person. The next one, you will have to choose if the person wants a new number or if they want to transfer their number from their current provider. If they want to transfer their number, they will have to provide their account number that they currently have with their provider. So make sure to have that information when you're going to do the order with the customer. And it's the customer that must do the order, and IBO cannot put an order for a customer. It's always like that, but just a quick reminder. The new account details, they're only going to ask you for a PIN. It's 4 to 6 digits that the customer choose. And for the credit approval, you either need the license number or the SIN number. We did a couple of orders in the last, actually a lot of orders in the last couple days, and what we saw is that when you put both of them, when you put and the license number and the SIN number, it's easier to go through the credit approval. Because some of the times you're going to see a message saying, oh, we're missing information, we cannot process your order, you will have to go in a TELUS store. So obviously if the customer goes in a TELUS store, you will not have the points. Okay, so make sure to put both of them. And the way you do that, you first write, you're gonna see it, okay, when you'll do your first order, but you just have to click, you enter the information of the driver's license, and after you click I don't have a driver's license, and it's gonna give you access to enter the SIN number. Okay, so this way the system will keep both information. It's just a little trick. If it works with only the driver's license, perfect, you can put only the SIN number, perfect. But people who don't have a very good credit, it's easier with both information. After that, you will have the term and conditions, and the person will receive an email with all of that information. Last step is to put the payment information. So like I told you earlier, make sure that the address match, that the billing address match the address that you put at the beginning. You enter the credit card, and that's it. You're gonna get a confirmation number. So this is what you get at the end. Thanks for choosing TELUS, confirmation number. As an IBO, I would suggest you to write down that confirmation number, because all the points, as you can see, I'm sure a lot of you already did orders and you don't see the points yet. It's totally normal. All the points will appear at the end of March. We don't have the specific date, but at the end of March, you'll see all the points. And since it's a new service through our website, there might be some issues with points, so make sure to write down all the confirmation number of your clients. If you didn't do it, don't panic. I'm sure you know who your clients are. Just contact them because they received it too by email. Okay, they have a confirmation number. As soon as it's done, your job is done, the customer will receive everything through the mail. Okay, so he will receive his new phone, or if he chose to bring his own device, he will receive only the SIM card by the mail. It usually takes 5 to 7 open days, I would say. My sister-in-law, it took a good 7 days, I would say, to receive her new cell phones. So yeah, so they will receive it by the mail. When they receive it, it's not already activated. Obviously, the customer has to put the SIM card in the phone. What I suggest you is to tell the customer to dial star 611 on his cell phone after he put the SIM card, obviously. So you dial star 611 and you'll get directly to the customer service, to the TELUS customer service. And the customer just have to say, hey, I just want to activate my new cell phone. If your customer wants to transfer his old number, make sure that his number is not canceled, because if it's canceled, he's not going to be able to transfer it. So it has to be an activated number. And the old service will automatically cancel as soon as you do the transfer. TELUS tells us that it may take up to 2.5 hours for the transfer to be done, to be completely done. It didn't happen to me. It was instantly for all of my customer, but just so you know, it may happen that it takes up to 2.4 hours for a cell phone to be for a number, sorry, to be transferred, and everything works perfectly. So you can do some tests. Call your customer, tell your customers to call you, and you'll see if the number is activated. And last thing, two last things I want to tell you. I don't know if you guys knew, but me, I didn't know. You can transfer a landline on a cell phone. So when you do your order, if the person doesn't want a landline anymore, but she wants to keep the number, it's possible. You can write her home phone number and you can ask for a transfer. It's a little bit longer to transfer that number because it's a little bit more complicated, I guess, with Bell, Videotron, all the companies that offer landline. It may take up to two business days, sorry, to activate the number on the cell phone. Okay, so if you want to bring back a landline number, you can, and you can keep the same number. What I started to tell you earlier before my husband came and tell me that I forgot to let in people, when somebody tells you that he's under a contract, okay, this is not that he's under contract, it's that the balance is not paid entirely on his cell phone. So what you can do with those customers, it's not that there are lost customers, you can bring them with you. You can either wait for the end of their contract, or you could check the balance of their cell phone. So let's say they have an iPhone 8 and there's only, I don't know, $200 left to pay on it. It might be a good thing to pay the 200 that's left on the balance and transfer with you, and that person can sell his cell phone probably for more than 200 most of the time. Okay, so I'm just giving you an example. Don't let it stop you when somebody tells you, well, I'm under a contract. There's always something you can do about the cell phones. Okay, so I know I saw a lot of messages coming in on my messenger already. So my name on messenger, it's exactly, I spell it exactly like you see on the screen right now. Because I know you might have questions. It was pretty quick as a training. I just wanted to go through a simple order with you. So if you have questions, if something wasn't clear, don't hesitate to send me a message. If I'm not replying to you right away, I'll reply to you, don't worry, because I know I'll get a lot of messages. But I hope it helped you a little bit, that you received more information that you already knew about TELUS. Honestly, I think it's the best service because you don't have to deal with anything, and God knows that sometimes with internet you have to go at the installation, but with TELUS you don't have to deal with anything because we have all the TELUS employees working for us. And when you're doing a oh, I didn't show you that. When you're doing an order and you're completely lost in the website, you're not sure if you can choose a certain plan with a certain phone, whatever, if you look carefully at the bottom right, there is a chat box. Okay, so it's the TELUS Assist. You just click on mobility and you're going to be able to talk with someone from the customer service. It's usually an automated service, but if you write agent or human or a word that looks like that, they'll transfer you automatically to an agent. So that's a good trick. That's how I learned all the information about the plans, honestly, because in the training on the ACN Compass, they explain to you all the plan, but they don't give you all the tricky information. Okay, so you can ask the TELUS employees over there, and make sure not to follow exactly their how can I say that, because sometimes they tell you, oh, you have to come in a store to complete your order. Just make sure to be on the phone with your customers, or because sometimes a lot of time they'll tell your customers to go at the store. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. So you can ask questions over there. I highly suggest you to do the order with your customer over the phone. Do your own order at first, and you're gonna see all the process. You'll see how easy it is. It looked complicated because I'm searching my words in English, but let me tell you, it's pretty easy. So like I told you, if you have any question, don't hesitate. You can send me a message. It was a pleasure being with you guys. I hope you have a very good day. I know a lot of people are staying at home. So take care of yourself, guys, and I'll see you soon.